Good morning, my dear students. So, we were studying the particular chapter Health and Hygiene Allergy, and we have already completed up to Interlude of Allergens. So, today we will be starting from symptoms of allergic reactions. So, what are the symptoms that we generally get for an allergic reaction? See. An allergic reaction most often occurs immediately on contact. It triggers a range of symptoms in the mouth, nose, throat, skin, and sometimes even the eyes and ears. Common allergic symptoms are okay. Now, before that, just remember one thing: it is not that you are consuming food and after a long time the allergic reaction is going to come. Okay, allergic reaction is very immediate. Okay, just as soon as if you are applying a cosmetic and you have a allergic reaction through that particular cosmetic, just after applying it you will face the consequences. Clear? So what are the symptoms? Sneezing and coughing, blocked or runny nose, itching or burning of the skin, nose, mouth, throat and eyes, redness of skin often in areas where itching occurs, bumps or rashes forming on the skin, abnormal swelling of the ear, eyelids or any other part of the body, swelling of the tongue, throat or lips, difficulty in swallowing or speaking, difficulty in breathing and asthma, pain in the abdomen, nausea and vomiting, sudden feeling of weakness and even fainting. Clear? Allergic reaction in the respiratory passage can result in the accumulation of white blood cell and mucus. Sometimes allergic reaction becomes serious and triggers a life-threatening reaction called anaphylaxis. Stings of bees, wasps and red ants are likely to trigger anaphylaxis. The person suffering is said to have gone into an anaphylactic shock. This condition may lead to difficulty in breathing or bouts of severe coughing. It can occur suddenly and become fatal. Such allergic needs immediate medical attention. Clear? Now, what are the type of allergies? You will see the type of allergies can be of two types. Okay, one is seasonal, another one is perennial. Okay, what is seasonal and what is perennial we will discuss right here. Allergies that occur during a particular season are called seasonal allergies. Allergies caused by pollen grains is one example. These allergies occurs only during the season in which pollen is dispersed. Hay fever, also known as allergic rhinitis, is an example of seasonal allergy. The sinus in the nose becomes sensitive to pollen grains, causing headache, sneezing and coughing, itchy throat, watery eyes and blocked or runny nose that may last for a week. Seasonal allergies occurs when some people have asthma because of cold only during specific time of the year, example in winter. During rainy season, when molds grow in humid spaces, the spore released by the mold cause several allergies in some people leading to asthma. Symptoms includes difficulty in breathing and wheezing sound is produced. The airway of the lungs become constricted and it makes breathing difficult, causing a whistling sound while breathing out. The narrowing airways can cause by inflammation, mucus secretion and muscle tightening of the bronchial tubes. Anti-inflammatory drugs are prescribed to control this particular asthma. Now this is about the seasonal allergy. Now coming to perennial allergy. Allergy that are not caused due to seasonal factor and may occur throughout the year are called perennial allergy. Most allergies such as food allergy, dust allergy and allergy to pet fur are example of perennial allergies. Allergic tendency may also be hereditary. If a parent have a sensitivity to certain substance, then there are strong chances that the child will also be allergic. Sinusitis is a common allergic reaction that is often hereditary. So, if your parent, your mother or your father or of the hereditary characteristics, any of your say from your family have a particular problem or a particular allergy, then there is a huge chance that you will also have that particular allergy. Clear? Now see, what are the preventive measures? Allergies cannot be cured, but they can be prevented. Avoiding exposure to allergens and effectively managing daily habits can keep you safe. Doctor also advise increase intake of fresh fruit and vegetable to improve general immunity. Here Here are few important points to bear in mind in order to prevent allergies. Most allergies can be controlled by avoiding the allergens. This is especially true in case of food allergies. So in case of food allergy, just simply avoid the particular food which you have allergy. Clear? Now learn to recognize allergic symptoms and make a mental note on what triggered the allergic reaction. So suppose you are having lunch, okay, you are having allergic reaction. So in lunch, suppose you have eaten rice, dal, fish, curry, and pickle, everything. Now you need to identify that from which particular intake of food caused these particular allergic symptoms. This is very important. Okay, if there is a chance of anaphylactic reaction, then it is better to have an emergency plan. This includes details of what to be done in the event of allergic reaction. Keep this with you all the time. Present it to your teacher or caretaker to avoid an emergency. So if you have that, then you need to carry that. What will the person in front of you do in case of you having a shock? Educate your friends, the school staff and other who will be with you while dealing with allergies. This can help you avoid emergencies and offer to provide medical help. Food allergy. Read the food label carefully every time you buy a product, even if you have used it before. Ingredients in any given product may change and cause problem. When you go out to dine, ensure that what you are eating does not contain any ingredient to which you are hypersensitive. For example, if you have served muffins or pastry and you are allergic to eggs, remember to find out whether it contains egg before deciding to eat it. Okay, now in case of the restaurants, if you go to any good restaurant, they will definitely ask you, sir, if you have any, or ma'am, do you have any food allergy or not. Okay, and then only they will serve you. So keep that in mind. Insect allergies. Wear full shape clothes, closed shoes and apply insect repellent when you are outdoors. Medicine allergies. Learn the name of the medicine to which you are allergic. Remember both the genetic and the brand of the name. Okay. Now you all know that suppose genetic name is paracetamol. Okay. And the name of the medicine is suppose Calpol. So you need to remember both the name. Keep your school and caretaker informed about the allergens. Keep a medicine chart with you. Remind the doctor about the specific allergic condition before any treatment. Seasonal allergy. The weather report in newspaper or broadcast on news channel gives us an idea about the pollen and mud discharge that could happen in the season. Keep windows and doors shut at home when you are traveling in a vehicle. Take a shower and change your clothes when you come home. Do not hesitate to wear a filter or a mask to cover your nose and mouth while traveling. Now these after coming of this novel coronavirus, we all need to wear mask all the time. Okay, so these particular complete your chapter of health and hygiene allergy. All you need to do is just study this, go through it. If you have any of the problem, then definitely ask me. I'll provide you the question and answer of this particular chapter. Don't worry about that. Just sit back in your house, stay safe, stay healthy, and prevent yourself as much as you can from the novel coronavirus, right? So we'll be meeting in the next class with a new chapter. Till then, take care of yourself, take care of your family, stay happy, stay safe. Thank you.